What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy Look Around, and we are back. We are back with another daily trade review. You know what time it is. Another green day. Another green day. Started off a little slow. Actually, was going to wrap it up with a small red day, and just decided to be patient. You always hear patience pays, so decided to be a little patient, see what the market would offer, and it didn't disappoint. After we had pretty much said that we was gonna call it, ended up taking 3 more trades, and those 3 trades got us over the hump, actually got us target today. So let's go ahead, let's pull up the thumbnail watch list, let's pull up Trader View, and y'all know how we do, so let's get it. All right, so we have a full watch list today. AMC up at the top. We weren't going to trade that, just had it on the watch list. WFG. Can't even remember what this one is named, but didn't get a trade on that one. We see that this did something wicked. I'm going to have to look at the news on that. That's a wicked gap down. But had Tesla. Didn't do anything with Tesla today. LPX, no trades. APLS, no trades. We'll go over here. NVDA. Took quite a few trades on NVDA today. Decent trades. UL, no trades. SI, we took a few trades on. Some red, some green. SNK, this was one that we added to the watch list after the market had opened and got a trade in on it. It was a slow mover. It was just moving kind of slow, and ended up just getting out of it and made a few bucks off of it. FTCH, this is another one that we stumbled across after the market had opened. Didn't get a trade on it, but we see it made a decent little move. And then these here was our short ideas. LMT, we had ALLY and XPEV. Did get a trade on XPEV. That one was basically a flat trade. Moved to stop to break even on it. And then we have the markets. Got the markets here. See, the markets did pretty good. They kind of pulled back. Thought they were going to go back down, and then they took off. So that is what we were looking at. Let's go ahead. Let's get Trader View pulled up. Going to be reviewing trades for Tuesday, July 19th. Took 8 trades today. Closed P&L 225 and 28 cents. As I stated, took a few trades on SI. Those first few of the morning. Red. The first one, I actually had my stop above break even and had a wicked candle coming down. Got slippage on the way out. Small $1.40 loss. Next one, we were only in half size, and we took a full stop on that one. XPEV, that was a short. So we were risking $10. Moved to stop to break even. Basically got out break even. And then you see the rest of the trades were green. Some small. A couple of them actually did go to target. And like I say, overall decent day. But we'll be curious to see what kind of patterns we were getting in on these. So let's go ahead. Let's get Thinkorswim pulled up. There we go. And if you have not hit the like button, now would be an opportune time to do it. And we're going to go ahead, we'll review all of SIs, and then we'll review XPEV, we'll review SNK, and then we'll save NVDA for last. So let's rock and roll. But this first trade, we got in this one at 9:38 this morning. And again, this morning was another one of those mornings. I was little antsy on it. Not sure why I've been a little, I guess just because the way that this market is right now. Been a little antsy. But this first one, we got in at 75.82 at 9:38. Let's see. 75.82. Okay, so right there. So the play on this one was to get in when it broke the high of these here. We're going to put the stop down below it. And actually, I think we had the stop coming off of this bar right here. Made this move, pull back, and we got out of this one at 9:46. So on this candle right here, 75.78. Like I said, caught a little slippage on the way down. This one here, maximum unrealized gains. We were up $38 on this one. So not quite a full R. Max unrealized losses on it was just about the same. We were down $34 at the worst on this one. And once we got this top and tail here, is when I was like, all right, I'm moving to stop to break even. Didn't have this area marked on the chart yet. As you can see, the line is after it. But I was like, all right, something is causing this to not to go higher. Let's go ahead. Let's get out of the trade. Moved it to break even. Caught slippage. So that was the first trade out the box this morning. And then we went right back to SI. We got into this trade at 10:01. Let's see what we were seeing at 10:01. That would have been this candle right here. We got in at 75.75. So I will drop it right there. 2 minute, not really showing anything. Look at the 5. So if we come over here to the 5, blow this up a little bit. This came up, it pulled back, it left a couple of green candles, top and tail here. That's a reason not to get in the trade. We got this area up here that's going to act as resistance. Again, this line would not have been on. I dropped this line a little later on, but not really a good entry on that one. We stopped out of this one at 10:05. 10:05, and we got out of this one 75.15. It got us out of some of the shares. 33. We had 40 shares on this trade. Had a stop of 75 cents. And it got us out of 33 shares. And then it got us out of 7 shares for like 14 cents less. Got out at 75.01. So didn't get us out of all of our shares at the same time. And we ended up losing $24.98. So like I said, we only were in this trade a half lot, and we stopped out for the half lot. Now I'm like, okay, man, it's not how we wanted to start off this morning. And kept looking for some ideas. Looked over at XPEV. And we saw XPVE had made this nice move. It pulled back. Here would have been an excellent entry. Gonna catch a little resistance right there, which we see that it did, but it kept moving. But we got into this trade. And actually, let me see something real quick. I'm gonna go back just to look at the details on that losing trade for SI. Max unrealized was only $10. So it only went $10 in our favor. But back to XPEV. So we got into this one at 10:06. Let's come over. And we got in at 26.77. So got in right there. Play on this one. Getting in as it breaks this point right here. But we've missed a good part of the move. So this is where expectation comes in. This is where expectation comes in. We were only risking $10. Max unrealized gains was 13. So it went 1R in our favor. And we got out of this one at 10.13. And we sold these for $26.75. So made a couple of cents off of each one. Again, expectation and knowing most of the move was up there. Even if you look at the 5-minute, look how long this candle had to become before it broke this area. So we had missed, most of our profit is already gone up at the top of that candle. So, yeah, expectation should have only probably been 1R on this trade, just based on how much of that move we actually had missed. This could have got in right there. I don't know. This was a little touchy. Probably would have had to give myself a hard C even on the entry on that one. But flat trade didn't hurt us none, and that's the good thing about putting the stop back to break even on trades like that. We see this definitely would have stopped us out. But again, it's because we left most of the move right there. But let's get SNIK, and then we forgot one SI trade. So let's get SNIK out of the way. Like I said, this was one that popped up on one of the watch lists or one of the scanners. Saw it moving. So nothing else really on the watch list was moving. So this was another one. Just took a half position on. Just trying to see if we can catch some traction. Let's see what we're looking at. Got in this one at 10.33, paid 18.16. So getting in right there. This one here, I would come over to the 15 and look at. Basically getting in as it breaks this candle, stop down here. So a fairly wide stop. I've been giving trades wider stops, but if it makes a short move, I'm gonna miss a lot of the profit because of that stop. So these are things that I kind of think about when I'm going back and doing my reviews. But got out of this one at 10.55. So stayed in this one for a good little minute. And like I said, it just wasn't doing what I thought it would have did. 18.23 is where we got out at. So got out right there. But look at when we got out of it. It finally did its thing. This one here, max unrealized gains was $18.30. Max unrealized against us was $19.49. We made $10 on this trade, so not quite even a half R based on what our risk was. And again, would have stayed in this one, possibly could have hit target. Possibly could have hit target. Let's see what this candle was. Probably about, that's the 36-cent candle. Oh, hold on. Got a disturbance. All right, had a call come in. But looking at the numbers on this one, this was a full position. I just did the math on it. Risking half would have been 83 shares, but we bought 165 shares. So this was a full position. But like I said, with that wide of a stop, let's see, 30, 35. So we would have needed this to go 70 cents. We would have needed this to go to 18.85. It got to 18.80 right there. So this thing would have slow grinded all day. Wouldn't have stopped us out, but it wouldn't have hit target. But it would have got close. Would have got close. But that was SNK. And let's go ahead and get this SI. This was a late morning trade on SI. This one we got in at 10:59. 10:59. Would have been that candle right there, getting in at 76.50. The right candle? Yeah, guess that's the high of the candle where we was getting in. I'm like, that don't have enough candle, but getting in at the high of it. Come over and look at the 5 again. So getting in right there. Don't really see a clear pattern that I would say I would like to trade. We are coming right on up to this little area right here. Let's see. We bought 100 shares, so we had a 50-cent stop on the trade. Max unrealized gains 95.01. Max unrealized losses 31.99. Went against us a little bit. And we got out of this one at 11.10. At 11.10, 77.45. All right, this candle 77.49. So we got out up near the top of it. Hidden target. Hidden target. So that one was a decent trade. Made 95 bucks on it. That just means that share sizing didn't quite, the numbers didn't quite go right for the share size to be right on that 100 mark. But good trade. Good trade there. That got us back green on SI at least. And this thing just chopped around but ran all day. We see that this area that we had marked on the chart, it did what it was supposed to do, acted as support and kept it going. But it was a little choppy, a little choppier than I like. But that trade there got us green. Now let's go ahead and get NVDA out of the way. Took 3 stabs at this one. Look at that chart. Pretty good chart. Sold off, came back, set a lower high. Then we got a higher low, lower high, higher low. And then we get the higher high, higher low. And then it's off to the races. That's nice. But let's see what we were doing on this one. Got in this one at 10:30, so a little later on in the morning. After it did all of that little chopping around. 10:30. Okay, there we go. I'm like, why is I'm not seeing the candle? 164.47 is where we got in it. So as it was breaking, that candle right there, we bought 30 shares. We've given this a very wide stop, like $1.70 stop. What's this candle right here? It's not letting me see it, but it's probably what it was. That's a $2 candle, so, oh no, that's the 15. No, let's come here. $1.38, so yeah, we was giving that a fairly wide stop. Max unrealized was 24.90. Max unrealized losses 25.38. So we was down a half a R. And we got out of this thing at 10:54. $10.54. 164.99. So as it's coming back down. So let's say on a $1.70 stop, getting in at 164.50. We would have needed this to go to 166.25. We would have hit target right here. I gotta work on letting these trades work. Have to work on letting these trades work. We only made $15 on that trade. Made 15 bucks on that trade, and had we let it work, it would have hit that target, even with that wide stop. But got back in the next trade at 11.12. Got in this one as 166.10. 166.10. Don't see nothing on the 2 minute. Let's go over to the 5. Okay, I can see the entry on the 5. We see this is just grinding up. We got in as it broke the high of this candle. We're going to put our stop down below. 60 shares that we bought on this one. Let's see. This one here looks like a half position, only 60 shares, and that stop is a whole lot less. Got out of this one at 11:15. We got out of this thing 3 minutes later. 11:15, 166.60. Got out right there. This one would have come back and stopped us out. Or would it? Let's see. Yeah. No, it wouldn't, because if we'd have got in right here, I'm looking at the 5 minute, got in right here, stop would have been under this candle. We would not have gotten stopped out on that one either. Max unrealized on that one was 38.40. Went against us none. And we made 30 bucks on that one. 30 bucks on 60 shares. So we wasn't in that position full just based on those numbers and that share size. And then we come down to our last trade. Seemed like we took a lot of trades, but it was only 8. That's not, wouldn't say that's a lot. But got in this one at 1126. 1126, that candle right there, 166, 2 zeros and a 9. 166, right there. Good entry on the 2 minute. I like that. 1 minute or 5 minute, another one, because look at that bottom and tail pullback. That's another good entry. And we got out of this one 8 minutes later. 1133. Let's find 1133. It's gonna be that candle right there. 167.26. 167.26 right there. So what's the high of that candle? 160 got out at the high of the candle. And that was target, $100.10 maxed unrealized gains, which is what we got. Went against us, none. That right there is our best trade of the morning. And that was the one that we wrapped up and we finished the day on. But look at this. This was a nice move coming all the way back up too. So NVDA was giving off some nice moves. But hope y'all have enjoyed the recap. This one seems a little long, 26 minutes, not too bad. Hope y'all enjoyed it. As always, if so, please give it a like. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you do, click that notification bell, click all, that way you'll be notified. And on that note, I am going to wrap this thing up and we will be ready to take on the market tomorrow. All right, peace.